Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. So yeah, absolute textbook trade in the past couple of days. The breakdown of the horizontal down to our next horizontal support, a back test of the old horizontal breakdown point, and back down to the support that we bounced off last time. So obviously this does not look particularly good for price action in the short term. But obviously it doesn't invalidate the longer term uptrend we've got. But clearly, obviously, price action does need to decide if it wants to start to look, well, either very bullish again, and take out this 8,500, or whether we are going to come down to 16,500 and then just trade in this wider range over a longer period of time, and basically have to get supported at 16,500. If we do lose this level, then we will actually fully and formally for myself confirm a macro top for the time being here, and then I would probably suggest that the longer term, well, medium to mid term will be to the downside. Well, with targets of basically 14k, potentially 12k, maybe even as low as 10k. But yeah, that will be the scenario. If we come down and break 16,500, stay below there. Obviously on daily closing basis on a daily closing basis. But yeah, we're far from that at the moment. But just to clarify that downside, because we do need to be aware of it. So yeah, but at the moment, yeah, we are still within this tight range here. This is what we were talking about yesterday. The only real cause for action are closing for our candles above 18,600, or closing for our candles below 17,600, and what we could potentially expect is on a for our closing basis, a wick below this 7,600 to grab some liquidity before a potential pump back up. And as you can see, that may coincide with a 4-hour 9. We may get that acceleration to the downside on the 4-hour 9 and then wick back up. So yeah, definitely potential price action that I am eyeing. So if that happens, if we wick below here, get bought back up, and then taking longs back basically around 17,600 again, could potentially be good for a move. I mean potentially to the top of here and beyond, but you would expect at least the top of the range if that was to happen. If obviously we trade below here and close below here, then 16.5 is the next target. Maybe we could put a horizontal in here as well. I don't want to clutter the chart up too much, but yeah, horizontal around 17,150, in line with this confluence here. In fact, I will put it on, but if we draw it from here, you can kind of see it's not one of our main horizontals because it obviously only covers this area. But yeah, that would be a potential bounce zone. I don't think that will necessarily be a level that's going to then support price and us break back above here. I think we still will come down and test the actual major range low. But yeah, but a bounce point. Maybe if what is to happen is the wick down, we could get a wick down to this level, and then yeah, that could be where we then get bounced, brought back up above 17,000. Well, the breakdown point, and yeah, then potentially onwards and upwards. So yeah, that's what we're kind of looking at. Bitcoin, looking at the dollar to try and give us some sort of direction. It does kind of look like yeah, well, actually, it doesn't really. It's just basically trading sideways. It has basically tried to test this trend line, been rejected from it, but is now making its way back up. So I would expect if it gets to this trend line again, it will break it, and we will be coming to backtest this horizontal. And as you guys know, I prefer horizontals, and backtesting this horizontal breakdown point and rejecting here would be the major well, sell signal for the dollar, and then potential bullish price action for Bitcoin. So yeah, all eyes on that, because there's plenty of this is nearly a whole dollar in the DXY to get up to this horizontal. So that could realistically easily break. Well, it would. I'm pretty sure it would break Bitcoin below this 17,600, and then at which point I would be relatively sure it's going to take us down to the 16,500, and then and then if we get the reject from there and come back down, could that then just drive Bitcoin back up from the bottom of this larger range? Very, very possible crystal ball scenarios there. Let's have a look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance. Again, not doing a lot, still just trading sideways, as you can see, still below this horizontal. So yeah, not too much to read into that. It's just basically trading sideways. Interestingly though, with Bitcoin not making necessarily massive moves in either direction, this isn't altcoins aren't really having a party, as it were. So obviously that is something to keep a reference of. And yeah, Ethereum Bitcoin pairing still, again, as you can see, just trading sideways still, not really doing a lot. And then the USD pairing, well, USD pairing is looking kind of like Bitcoin basically, in the respect that if we take this level out, then this is going to be our next level down here. So basically what I mean, if we take this low, the recent low on the closing basis out, then yeah, target's down to actually, well, sub 500 basically. So yeah, they are the downside targets for Ethereum. Just a quick look at stock markets then. Yeah, stock markets have basically yeah, looking weaker. They broke down, back tested and broke down as well, so pretty textbook there. And we are back in this range. So now we have broken above, broke back in. The high probability target now is the bottom of this zone, which yeah, so potential lower in stocks, which then could obviously drive DXY up, drive Bitcoin down to that 16.5. But yeah, that is on the cards. Obviously short term, well, we're actually basically at it now anyway. But short term support, basically where we are. But yeah, that short term though, I would expect with a higher than average, like higher than evens, higher than 50% likelihood we can get down to here in stocks before then putting in a move up. Anything else I want to look at? Silver. Silver not doing too much. Back to the Bitcoin chart though, what we'll actually do is, obviously this was a potential inverted head and shoulders we were looking at. So this formation is now no longer valid. Didn't mean it was a wrong formation to be looking at, because we just never confirmed it as a move up, as a basically a confirmed break of the neckline. So I'm actually going to remove this, but yeah, I mean, I'll just explain. I'm not just removing things that didn't work out. We never did hit that confirmation. If we come back up to that neckline level or this level, it's not going to be as part of this inverted head and shoulders formation. So we just scrap that now as an idea. But that is trading though. You have your ideas, you have your confirmation points, and if it's not confirmed, then it's not a trade, is it? It's not a valid trade. So one look at the stochastics now before we end this video. So yeah, 4 hours still looking pretty weak, coming down. These are the ones that we needed to reset really, although actually 10 hours now decided to turn back down. But yeah, the 10 hour and 12 hour coming deep now. But yeah, I mean, this can still obviously run down into this zone and then turn back up, and I think that would give us some sort of at least sideways to upward impetus. Daily as well turning back down. Well, if daily on the stochastics takes out this level, then you would expect more downside basically. So yeah, things are still looking to the downside in the stochastics, but are looking like we could be in for a big bounce at some point in the next few days, as those basically bottom out and potentially turn back up. That could very likely coincide with around the 16.5 level. So yeah, definitely watch out for that. Definitely watch out for that. So yeah, we saw the warning signals around this top. We saw the warning signals that we were looking pretty lethargic in price action, looking like Bitcoin was gonna potentially move to the downside. It was Stochastics that gave us the best indicator of that, as you guys will know in the video when I was talking about it, if you remember. But yeah, overall that is it, guys. Not much else to say on that. Remember, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research. Welcome to all you new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. Basically, I know a lot of you guys are here for the altcoin videos, altcoins. Yeah. So more of those to come, because that is basically what I'm doing a lot of trading at the moment. As opposed to spot BTC trading, is a lot of these, particularly DeFi altcoins. So yeah, welcome guys. This is just our morning Bitcoin technical analysis video. But yeah, more look at some altcoins and the altcoins that we currently are trading. Videos coming today, basically. Videos on those coming later. Right, thanks for listening, guys, and I'll speak to you later.